Every day there's a new wild theory about artificial intelligence, either it's taking over the world or already running it from a secret bunker. AI is advancing fast, and that uncertainty breeds fear and conspiracy. That's why I made this video to cut through the noise and break down the top 5 biggest AI conspiracy theories heading into 2025. We'll use facts, credible reports, and critical thinking, not just opinions. The goal isn't to mock, but to understand why these theories pop up and what's really happening with AI. If you're curious about what AI is and isn't, stick around. Alright, let's get into it. The digital age has spawned countless conspiracy theories, each more outlandish than the last. Today we're diving into one that's been gaining traction: the idea that governments around the world are secretly being controlled by a hidden AI. The core of this theory posits that our elected officials and political leaders are nothing more than puppets, their strings being pulled by a sophisticated artificial intelligence operating from the shadows. It's a dramatic idea, conjuring images of a futuristic dystopia, but let's get real. Today's AI, despite its impressive capabilities, is still largely narrow AI. It's incredibly powerful at performing specific tasks like image recognition or natural language processing, but it's far from being a sentient mastermind capable of running the world. The AI we have today lacks the general intelligence, consciousness, and adaptability required for such a feat. Governments do utilize AI primarily for data analysis, urban planning, helping to optimize traffic flow and resource allocation, and public health, tracking disease outbreaks and predicting healthcare needs. But these are all support roles, providing information to human decision-makers, not replacing them entirely. AI might suggest, based on current trends, this area has the most traffic congestion and requires immediate attention. But humans still weigh factors like budget constraints, public opinion, ethical considerations, and long-term strategic goals before acting on that suggestion. The final decision always rests with people. Extensive reports from leading institutions like MIT and Stanford consistently portray AI as a tool to augment human capabilities, not as an autonomous agent capable of independent control. It helps organize vast amounts of case files, making legal processes more efficient, or monitor deforestation patterns using satellite imagery, providing crucial data for environmental protection efforts. But it doesn't replace the critical thinking, ethical judgment, and accountability of human authority. Human oversight remains paramount. The AI-controlled government theory inherently assumes total secrecy and a complete lack of oversight. But in reality, we're seeing a growing push for more transparency and open public debate about the ethical implications and responsible use of AI in government. Regulatory frameworks like the EU AI Act are being developed to ensure accountability and prevent misuse. If AI were secretly in charge, pulling all the strings behind closed doors, we certainly wouldn't be seeing these open discussions, public consultations, and detailed policy documents being released for public scrutiny. Furthermore, the sheer scale of infrastructure needed to support a secret AI overlord, the massive server farms, the dedicated power grids, the specialized cooling systems, would be virtually impossible to hide in today's interconnected world, especially in the age of leaks and whistleblowers. Let's also consider the nature of government decision-making. It's often slow, messy, characterized by bureaucratic red tape, and full of compromises and competing interests, which is nothing like the cold, calculated efficiency and optimized logic that an AI would undoubtedly bring to the table. If an AI were truly running things behind the scenes, the resulting policies and outcomes would likely be so radically different, so optimized for efficiency and so devoid of human empathy that they would be immediately obvious and utterly alien to us. All credible evidence points to AI being cautiously and incrementally integrated into existing human-led systems, primarily as a tool to enhance decision-making, not as a clandestine force running the entire show. Moreover, AI systems are far from perfect. They are inherently flawed, prone to biases embedded in their training data, and susceptible to errors in their algorithms, which makes the idea of a flawless, all-knowing and perfectly rational secret AI ruler simply not hold up under scrutiny. Ultimately, these kinds of theories often arise from a deep-seated sense of powerlessness and a desire for a simple, easily digestible explanation for the complex and often bewildering realities of the modern world. So, is AI influencing government operations? Absolutely, primarily as a powerful tool for data analysis and process optimization. But is it secretly controlling government? The answer, based on all available evidence, is a resounding no. The ultimate decision-making power, for better or worse, still firmly remains in the hands of human beings. The real story here isn't about a digital coup or a secret AI takeover. It's about how society is learning to responsibly integrate and utilize a powerful new tool, navigating the ethical challenges and maximizing the benefits while maintaining human control. And that's a much more nuanced, complex, and ultimately, a much more productive conversation to be having. Let's address a significant concern circulating in the digital sphere: the fear that AI will make almost all jobs obsolete by 2030. This prediction has sparked considerable anxiety and debate, prompting us to delve deeper into the potential realities and misconceptions surrounding AI's impact on the job market. We need to analyze the nuances of this claim and understand the factors that will shape the future of work. Sensational headlines claim mass unemployment is coming, painting a bleak picture of a future dominated by machines and devoid of human labor. These headlines often lack context and fail to consider the adaptive capacity of the workforce and the economy. But let's look at the facts. It's crucial to move beyond sensationalism and examine the data-driven insights provided by reputable organizations and research institutions. A balanced perspective requires us to consider both the potential disruptions and the opportunities that AI presents. The International Labor Organization and World Economic Forum predict a period of transition, not a jobless future. Their research suggests that while some jobs will be displaced, new roles and industries will emerge, leading to a net positive impact on employment in the long run. This transition will require proactive measures to support workers and facilitate adaptation. Yes, repetitive jobs are being automated, particularly in manufacturing and data processing. These are tasks that are often mundane, physically demanding, or prone to human error. Automation can increase efficiency and productivity, freeing up human workers to focus on more complex and creative tasks. But new roles like AI ethics officer or prompt engineer are emerging. These roles require a unique blend of technical skills, critical thinking, and creativity. They highlight the evolving nature of work in the age of AI and the importance of continuous learning and adaptation. AI is more likely to augment jobs than replace them. Instead of completely taking over human roles, AI is often used as a tool to enhance human capabilities and improve overall performance. This collaborative approach allows humans to focus on their strengths, while leveraging AI for tasks that it excels at. A designer might use AI for brainstorming, generating initial concepts and exploring different design options. But humans still refine and connect with clients, ensuring that the final product meets their specific needs and preferences. The human element of understanding client requirements and providing personalized service remains crucial. Radiologists use AI to flag anomalies, quickly identifying potential areas of concern in medical images. But human expertise is needed for diagnosis and patient care. The radiologist's knowledge, experience, and ability to interpret complex medical information are essential for making accurate diagnoses and developing appropriate treatment plans. Across industries, AI handles grunt work, automating repetitive and time-consuming tasks that can be a drain on human resources, freeing humans for creativity and strategy. This allows individuals to focus on higher-level thinking, problem-solving, and innovation, driving growth and progress. The challenge is reskilling workers, not a lack of jobs. Investing in education and training programs that equip individuals with the skills needed to thrive in the AI-driven economy is paramount. The all jobs gone by 2030 inches timeline ignores how slowly technology is adopted at scale. The implementation of new technologies is rarely instantaneous and often faces resistance, logistical challenges, and regulatory hurdles. Human wants are infinite. New industries and jobs will emerge as old ones change. Just as the Industrial Revolution created new opportunities, the AI revolution will undoubtedly lead to the creation of entirely new fields and professions that we cannot even imagine today. Many jobs, nurses, teachers, therapists, rely on empathy and human connection, which AI can't replicate. These roles require a deep understanding of human emotions, the ability to build trust, and the capacity to provide personalized care and support. The real issue is managing the transition, investing in education, creating safety nets, and ensuring benefits are shared. A just and equitable transition requires proactive policies that address potential inequalities and ensure that all members of society benefit from the advancements in AI. Your job probably won't be replaced by AI, but it will change. Embracing lifelong learning and adapting to new technologies will be essential for navigating the evolving job market. The future is about humans working with machines, not against them. By embracing collaboration and leveraging the strengths of both humans and AI, we can create a more productive, innovative, and fulfilling future for all. Now, the theory that your phone or smart speaker is always listening, always on alert, ready to record your every word, it's a pervasive one. It's a thought that lingers in the back of our minds as we interact with these devices daily. We wonder, are we truly alone with our thoughts, or is there a silent observer, an electronic ear constantly monitoring our conversations using AI to spy on you? The idea that artificial intelligence is being employed, not for our convenience, but to gather information, to analyze our behavior, and ultimately, to manipulate our choices. It's a chilling prospect, one that taps into our deepest fears about technology and its potential for misuse. It feels true. Talk about hiking boots, see an ad for hiking boots, the evidence seems irrefutable. You mention a specific product, a niche interest, or a fleeting desire in a casual conversation, and moments later, an advertisement for that very thing pops up on your screen. It's enough to make anyone believe that their devices are listening. But the reality is more technical and less sinister. While the feeling of being watched is understandable, the actual mechanisms at play are far more complex and in some ways less intrusive than we might imagine. It's not about constant, active eavesdropping, but rather a sophisticated system of data collection and analysis. Constant audio recording would drain your battery and data plan. Imagine the sheer amount of data that would be generated by recording every conversation, every sound, every moment of our lives. It would be an unsustainable burden on our devices and our networks. It's just not practical. The computational power required to process and store that much audio data would be immense, and the cost would be prohibitive. It's simply not a feasible approach for companies looking to gather information. Devices listen only for wake words like "Hey Siri" or "Alexa." These wake words act as triggers, activating the device's microphone and initiating the process of recording and analyzing your voice commands. Everything else is discarded locally. The ambient sounds, the background conversations, the random noises, all of that is filtered out and deleted, never leaving your device. This local processing is crucial for preserving your privacy and minimizing data usage. Only after the wake word, after that specific phrase is detected, does the process of sending data to the cloud begin. Does your device send a short audio clip to the cloud for processing? This clip contains your voice command, which is then analyzed by sophisticated algorithms to understand your intent and provide a relevant response. The real reason ads seem psychic? What's really going on behind the scenes to make these ads appear so eerily accurate? Companies have huge data profiles on you, your searches, every query you've ever typed into a search engine, every website you've visited, every product you've browsed. Location, your whereabouts at any given moment, tracked through GPS and other location-based services, friends and interests. The people you connect with on social media, the groups you join, the pages you like, all providing valuable insights into your preferences and affiliations. AI connects these dots to predict what you want, using complex algorithms to analyze this vast ocean of data and identify patterns, trends, and correlations, without needing to eavesdrop. The AI doesn't need to listen in on your conversations because it already knows so much about you from your digital footprint. Data privacy laws like GDPR and CCPA, regulations designed to protect your personal information and give you more control over how it's collected and used, make secret audio surveillance a huge legal risk. The legal ramifications of secretly recording users are severe, with hefty fines and reputational damage for companies that violate these laws. Data sent to servers is encrypted, scrambling the information to prevent unauthorized access and ensuring that your voice commands remain private, adding another layer of security. This encryption process adds an extra layer of protection, making it even more difficult for anyone to intercept and decipher your data. The feeling of being listened to comes from your digital footprint, the trail of data you leave behind as you navigate the online world. Not your microphone. It's not about your device actively listening to your conversations, but rather about the vast amount of data that's already being collected about you. You can manage your privacy by adjusting settings, taking control of the information you share, and limiting the data that's collected about you. Clearing history, regularly deleting your browsing history and cookies to remove traces of your online activity, and being mindful of app permissions. Carefully reviewing the permissions you grant to apps, ensuring that they only have access to the data they truly need. The real issue is the business model of mass data collection for targeted ads. The fundamental way that companies make money by gathering and analyzing your data to serve you personalized advertisements, not secret AI spies. It's not about shadowy figures lurking in the digital realm, secretly listening to your every word, but rather about sophisticated algorithms analyzing your data to predict your behavior. So, your devices aren't constantly recording you, they're not always listening, waiting for an opportunity to gather information. The AI is a data analyst, not an eavesdropper. The AI is primarily focused on analyzing the data you generate, not on secretly recording your conversations. Next, the fear that AI is generating fake news and deepfakes to manipulate elections. AI can create convincing text and media, and the risk of misuse is real. But the idea of an unstoppable, undetectable AI campaign is exaggerated. For every advance in generative AI, there's progress in detection. Tools that spot statistical fingerprints or digital artifacts. Deepfakes are hard to perfect, and even harder to scale without detection. Companies are developing watermarking standards to label AI-generated content. Social media platforms are updating policies, investing in moderation, and labeling AI content for transparency. Disinformation still relies on human networks and emotional resonance, not just technical perfection. The real danger is the erosion of trust. People doubting everything because fakes are possible. The fight is ongoing. Bad actors use AI, but researchers and platforms are building countermeasures. The best defense is critical thinking. Check sources, look for corroboration, and be skeptical of sensational content. AI is used for fake news, but it's not an unstoppable force secretly deciding elections. Finally, the theory that all public AI is a smokescreen for secret military superweapons. While militaries do develop AI, the biggest breakthroughs happen in the open, by corporations and researchers, not in secret bunkers. Major AI models are published, open-sourced, and discussed at conferences to attract talent and drive progress. Open collaboration, not secrecy, is pushing AI forward. Militaries adapt civilian AI for logistics, intelligence, and cybersecurity, but these are extensions of public tech. The debate over autonomous weapons is public and ongoing, because it's a future risk, not a hidden reality. The most advanced AI needs massive data and computing power, which private companies often have more of than governments. Recruiting top AI talent in secret is nearly impossible. The best minds are in academia and industry. The real AI race is economic. Nations want to lead in innovation, not just weaponry. The fear of AI in warfare is valid, but the solution is open debate and regulation, not conspiracy. The core of AI innovation is public, not hidden in military labs. So, what's the real takeaway here? AI is a powerful, complex tool, naturally a magnet for fear and yes, even conspiracy. Theories about secret overlords or job-stealing robots simplify real challenges: ethics, bias, economic transition, and information integrity. The real story is about a global community grappling with new technology, not hidden enemies. Our best defense is critical thinking. Question sources, seek evidence, and always stay curious. Thanks for watching. Share all of your thoughts below and subscribe now for more fact-based tech breakdowns. Stay curious.